This has turned into quite a chaotic video. Hey. Nee. Weg hier. I am dying. God, now the other neighbours are on to me. Welcome. I still get so nervous when the camera's on me. But it's okay. There are some ducks foraging in the background, so you might hear some quacks. But maybe this microphone will help. I got a new microphone. I was getting so annoyed with the audio. That I decided to get a microphone, and I invested in the microphone, which is something I find hard to spend money, but already with testing the microphone, I was happy. It felt so good to just be able to talk and not think about if it's working and how the editing is going to be. The ducks are a bit confused. They're not sure why I'm sitting in their garden. They'll be fine. If they walk in front of me, I'll film them and I can show you, because they are very cute. We've only had them a few months, and they're really starting to settle in this garden as their spot, their space. And I think, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. So I think they're expecting some food soon. But they'll have to wait a little bit. I felt like making a video just talking. Maybe it's a video you can just listen to. I love kind of body doubling with YouTube. When I need to draw or do some weaving or cleaning, I love just putting on a YouTube video and listening to people talk. So I thought, why not try and step away from the lots of editing, lots of filming, editing, putting everything together, which I love doing that. But I thought maybe let's try this out. So yeah, I've made a cup of tea. I invite you to also make one. Or maybe just put on some headphones and get cleaning or get drawing or whatever you like to do with YouTube in the background. So I've written down some... No, I'm lying. I didn't write down. I let ChatGPT... I'm kind of new in this whole AI thing, and it kind of freaks me out, but it's also great. But then I also feel really guilty because I've read an article that said it's really bad for the environment because they need to use a lot of water to cool all the, I don't know, machines. I don't know how it works. Computers. So I'm not sure about it yet, but it's been helping me with a lot of research things where I kind of get really tired when I Google. I Google a lot. And then I go into this whole research, and ChatGPT just gives me the answer that I want. But I asked them to make me some questions that I could answer about being an artist. So that's what I'm going to do. I haven't read them yet because I don't know what's in them. I added one more. I want to just tell you about the education that I did. And then there's some questions about me and my art and being an artist. So let's go. What education did you do? That was my own very original question. I graduated high school and I was ready to be a photographer. Oh, that's great. Oh my god. My neighbor just decided to do some lawn mowing. That's so good. I love that. It didn't sound very great. Maybe it just broke down. Okay. The goats are going, the crows, the ducks, the lawnmower. It's all happening. Maybe you don't even hear anything, you're just hearing my voice and you're like, what is she going on about? But there's a lot of noise going around me. Okay. Am I still filming? I think so. That's quite a lot of minutes of nothing happening and just me rambling. Oh my god. I didn't want to edit this video, I just wanted to go film and let's go. We'll see. My education. I graduated from high school. I was 16 years old. I wanted to be a photographer. I didn't want to do any more high school. I was done. I was happy to go away there. No, I was happy to leave English. I was happy to leave high school. Then I went to college for 4 years. At the start, I realized I didn't want to be a photographer because that was different than I thought it would be. It was way more computer work than I had imagined with my teenage romanticizing everything. I graduated that college with painting. I did restoration painting, so it's restoring. I did like a Mary statue, which was broken, and I fixed it up. And I did an altar in a little chapel with the gold and the marble and the wood painting, and that was fun. That was really interesting. Looking back now, I kind of regret not being more focused, but I was 16 to 20 years old and I was doing a lot of other development. Whoa. I was developing other social skills, doing a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of exploration. And I loved studying there. I made friends that I still have now. It was when I first lived on my own. So when I was 17, I moved out and I lived in like a dorm kind of room. It was a big building with other art students, which was interesting, but very fun. And yeah, so now looking back, I wish I was a bit older because this age or version of myself is so interested in all those traditional crafts. So it's always, I think it started quite young with me being interested in these things. But at the time, I didn't really realize what I had going on there, education-wise. So then I graduated and I chose not to do anything with restoration, really. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to go to the art academy. I knew that from when I was in high school, I wanted to go to the art academy. But in Holland, you have different kind of levels. So at first I had to do this college level to then go into an art academy, which is a bachelor. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do at the art academy. So I had a gap year and I got a job. I moved back home with my parents. So then from 20 to 21, I was working and I did a course that you can do before the art academy to see if you want to do it, if you're good enough. That was fun. And they said I was good enough. They recommended I could sign up for the art academy. So then the year after that, I did that. In the gap year, I really noticed that I don't want to work. Well, I don't want to work, that's it. I realized how much hard work it is to work. I didn't want to work 9 to 5. It felt really forced, and I wanted to do something creative, and I wanted something else for my career because I was working in the shop, and it's a shop that I still work at now, which is, we'll get to that. It is the first job that I realized that people are so important, the people around you, and I loved and still love the people that I work with there. It's a very safe environment, and I think that's so important. So that was a really good first lesson of community in your work. So then I signed up for the Art Academy, and I wanted to do fine arts, but that meant you would be an artist, and then when you graduate, you be an artist. And being an artist is not having any money and living this life of beauty and pain and struggle. And that scared me. So I went for a less scary option, and that was... Am I still recording? I think so. I went for a less scary option, and that was becoming a teacher, an art teacher. Because then you're doing art, but you're still in a job. Somebody can pay you for the job that you're doing. So I thought that was a good alternative. I did that for 3 years. It was a 4-year course. And in my 3rd year, I stopped. I had mental breakdown, I had burnout. I was very unhappy, very stressed out. I was trying to do what I thought was expected of me. I was trying to finish this study, but I knew I didn't want to be a teacher. I didn't like standing in front of a big group. I didn't like the way you had to present yourself. I didn't like the colleagues I would get, because I did 2 internships where I was an intern teacher. And I just didn't like the whole education system. It felt very claustrophobic. I know lots of people try to think it of another way and say, oh, there's so much change you can bring, which is definitely true. And I loved the students. I really liked working together with the students and getting to know them and helping them out. And that was very rewarding. But then the grown-ups, because I was, how old was I? 24-ish. There's a helicopter coming over. I'm going to be disappointed if you don't hear any of these outside noises, and I've been stopping all the time. But this is my first experience, so it's fine. First experience with the microphone. And it's supposed to be noise cancelling, so it probably is noise cancelling. I might edit this out. I might not. Maybe I'll just go in raw, unedited, bam. No, I won't, because I've been saying words wrong, so I know I'll be editing. Okay, I've lost track where I was. Oh yeah, so the moment the adults stepped into the room, I did not like it anymore. Oh, back in business, baby. Internship, I was going on a rant. Wasn't great, was horrible. It showed me I do not want to be a teacher. I hate it here. I hate everything about it except for the students. Okay, so I decided if I want to do education, I'm going to do it in a different way. And I'm not going to do it in the school system. So I dropped out. I stopped. Well, I didn't drop out. It hand in hand with not being happy and going into burnout was that I was drinking a lot and often, and alcohol was my only way of kind of coping. So one day I got help. I stopped with my art teacher course. I went into therapy. I went into rehab. It sounds really intense, went into rehab, but I got a coach that helped me with my drinking problem. And that was amazing. I decided to not drink for 1 whole year, to kind of experience all the seasons, all the holidays without drinking alcohol. It was very hard, very painful, and I'm very grateful that I did it. I kind of rested for, I think, about 6 weeks. I didn't do anything. The only thing I had to do for my therapy was have a sleeping schedule, eat and drink at certain times, because I wasn't doing that either, and resting and doing things that fill my cup. That was my life. So I would go out to the cafe that I used to go at the night time. One of my friends worked there. I would go there, I would drink tea, and I would read books. And that is all that I did for 6 weeks. I went to therapy and I calmed my nervous system down. And then I was already getting kind of nervous because maybe I had to go back to school. But I had this epiphany that I wanted to pursue being an artist anyway, which meant that I could go to a different course within the art academy. So I tried that out for a few weeks. They said, if you want to do this course, you'll have to do the 3rd year again, because the 4th year is always graduation year. That would be too intense. So I went back to school and I did fine arts my 3rd and 4th year, and that's when I graduated. So I went to the art academy for 5 years. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And I graduated as a fine arts artist. That was around 3 years ago. I graduated 3 years ago. I always said after my fine arts graduation, I could go back to still get my degree to be a teacher, but I never did. And I don't feel the need to, and I don't want to. I still do feel the need. Oh, my neighbour's there. This is really awkward because I'm sitting in front of a camera with a little microphone next to all these dying plants, and he must think I'm crazy. I am dying. I'm gonna pretend that I'm on my phone because I'm too awkward. I'm actually gonna walk around because I am feeling so cringe. Oh gosh. I don't know how people do this, honestly. I'm in a different part of the garden now. I don't know how people are complete vloggers. I feel so awkward. The ducks are like, what are you doing? This is the reality of me trying to do this YouTube thing. Which is annoying because I love sharing stuff and I love talking, which sounds a bit egotistical. I love talking about myself. But I do. My Mercury is in Gemini. I love communicating. But I need to learn to be okay with taking up space, even if it's really cringy. I think I'm just afraid that people think that I think that I'm important, which sounds really stupid if I say it out loud, which is also not kind to say to myself. But it's like, why am I Why am I so special that I think I need to put a camera into my face? Put a camera into my face. I can't even talk. I'm so cringed out. I'm gonna have a look if he's still there. Okay, he's walking back, so now I'm just pretending that I'm looking at the vegetables in my garden. Oh wow, everything is growing so great, yay. Oh god. Oh, that was horrible. Ooh. I wonder if you can hear me actually. Honestly, I mean, this is a big garden and I am tucked away. And it's because I feel safe here. And if I'm safe, I'm less nervous, and then I can just talk and share what I want to share. But there's just one little open spot, and you can just see through the hedge. Oh no, he's coming back. Why am I like this? Oh, fuck me. Okay, come on, B. Get over it. It's not my problem if he wants to judge me. It's probably not judging me. Not everybody in the world is out to get you. Okay, let's start this again. I was kind of rambling anyway. I've been talking for so long and I've only had one question. Maybe I'm not the kind of YouTuber. Maybe I'm not the kind of content creator that does talking videos, because this happens. Full on ramble. So one of the first questions is, what first drew you to art, and how did nature influence your journey as an artist? I can't really remember when it started that I wanted to be an artist. I don't think at a young age I knew being an artist was something you could do. My paternal grandma is an artist herself. She does botanical drawings, which are very, very good. And I wish to one day teach myself that skill. She did teach me a little bit, but I just don't have the patience sometimes. She does it like with a microscope, very tiny. It's beautiful. I just can't remember anything else than wanting to do art. I remember when I was very young, I wanted to be an actress, and then I kind of had this introduction with what humiliation is, and I was very shy. And then I decided maybe actress is not a good idea. Oh god, he's back. Oh no. So I can't remember when it started that I wanted to be an artist, but it's always been there. It still is, but in a very different way. I think the biggest lesson I had to learn is, what does it mean to be an artist? And I still don't know, but it's getting more clear than ever. I never thought I was good enough. Even in the art academy, even graduating, and in my graduation I got an award, which was amazing, but took me completely by surprise, because for some reason I don't think ever that I am good enough, which I'm working through in therapy now, and just always. And how nature, what was the question? I'm really forgetting, god. Oh, how did nature influence your journey as an artist? Influence is not even enough. God, now the other neighbours are on to me. Hey. Nee. Back here. The ducks are eating our onions we've planted. Gross. God, this video is intense. Or maybe it's not intense, it's just different than I expected in my mind. And I'm letting go. And I'm just going with the flow. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, nature, influence. I think everything is based in nature. Just my art is nature. I am nature. You are nature. Everything that I do, that I call art, or anything I do as an artist, and not, but it's all in this growing and evolving and transforming. It's in the seasons. The garden is like one big piece of art. And I think we're just all moving through this world. And art is everywhere, nature is everywhere. So, yeah, for me, influence is kind of, I don't think it's a good enough word to use, because it's so much more than that. I remember not having that kind of realization yet when I was still studying at the Art Academy, and I felt like my art and the Art Academy was separate from me and my life. It's still something that I find interesting just to think about, and now I'm accepting way more that there are no borders in between those things. It's all the same. But for a very long time I was trying to find who I was as an artist, why I want to make art, for who I'm making art, what does that look like, all these really big questions. And the moment I realized that it's nature, or that, yeah, art is nature, nature is art, it kind of made it so much easier, everything, because it's just this way of, there is abundance in all of it. There is freedom to move, and I feel like I don't really know anymore where my art ends and I begin, or where my life ends or art begins, or it's just all the same. Anything I do, anything I listen to, anything I see, the people around me, the activities, it all is intertwined with the art that I make. And I think it counts for everybody. But maybe if you have like one specific skill that you do, it's easier because you can just hone in on that thing. I don't have that. For me, my art practice is anything that comes into my life. I focus on one thing and then I do something else, and I'm trying to find out what is that thing that keeps me interested for a longer period of time, which now I feel like accepting that my life and the things I do in itself is the skill. It gives so much freedom because I can just skip between things and flow with it, and then I feel I can honor my own timeline. And it's okay if I don't feel interested anymore. I can step into the next thing. And I find it hard when I was studying, because teachers would tell me, oh, you do that because you don't want to make choices, and you're kind of running away from making choices. And yeah, I found that hard. Maybe they're right, but also now that I don't need to get grades for my art, I don't really care anymore. Yeah, maybe I am running away. Maybe I don't want to finish things, but I just get bored. I'll finish my work, I'll do the exhibition, I'll deliver, but I'll do some weaving for months, I'll deliver that thing, the artwork, and I haven't done it since. now it's November. Last time I touched my loom was August. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Now, I do have a little voice in my head sometimes telling me, I thought you said you're a weaver. Why aren't you weaving? That's a very big bird. Maybe it's not a good idea to film outside, actually, because I'm all over the place. But it's fine, because I want to be authentic. This is me. This is what happens. Normally, I don't talk out loud, so all these thoughts can just happen, and I don't really notice. But now that I'm talking out loud, it's kind of... it's going to be interesting to see this on my screen in a minute and try to edit this. That's going to be really fun. I don't think I really answered that question. I just went on another rant. The ducks are back in the onion patch. Get away! I hope this microphone is working. I've just been talking and talking and talking. And oh god, how long have we been filming? 14 minutes. It's going to shut off. I'm going to start again. Oh no, the camera's internal temperature is high. Fuck. This has turned into quite a chaotic video. Maybe I just need to do this like weekly answer one question and then you'll get a 45-minute video from me. And that's just the way it is. Oh, do you know what? I can actually kind of film myself. Oh yeah, this could work. I need to try to look at you and not at myself. Oh, I forgot what I was saying again. If I have chosen to use this video, future me has decided this is somewhat okay. You see this message, you're still here, and you've decided maybe you were interested and it was kind of worth sticking around. I'm very thankful. That's really great. I kind of want to apologize, but you're still here, so something is going well. I'm doing a lot of thinking that I don't really have to do on camera, so I'm gonna stop this video right now. And thank you so much for watching and listening. And if you like this, please let me know, because if nobody likes this, I will stop doing this, because I don't know what I think about this myself. If you do like this, please let me know. Yes, because maybe then I can kind of do it more often and I can get better at it, and it doesn't have to be so chaotic and awkward. Okay.